Once there was a small village nestled deep in the mountains, where the people lived simple yet fulfilling lives. Among them was a young girl named Maya, who was known for her boundless generosity. Maya's heart overflowed with kindness, and she would go out of her way to help anyone in need. Whether it was sharing her meager meals with a hungry traveler or offering a listening ear to a troubled soul. Part 1. One day, a stranger arrived in the village, weary and downtrodden. He had lost his way in the mountains and had no food or shelter. The villagers turned a blind eye to his plight, too preoccupied with their own lives to offer him any assistance. But Maya saw the stranger's suffering and immediately took him in, offering him a warm meal and a place to rest for the night. Part 2. The stranger was touched by Maya's kindness and asked her why she was so generous to a stranger. Maya simply smiled and replied, "In giving, we receive the greatest gifts of all: love, compassion, and connection with our fellow human beings." The stranger was moved by her words and vowed to repay her kindness in any way he could. Part 3. As the days passed, the stranger proved true to his word. He helped the villagers with their tasks, repaired their homes, and shared his wisdom and knowledge with them. The village flourished under his guidance, and the people's hearts were filled with gratitude for the stranger's generosity. Part 4. One day, a fierce storm descended upon the village, bringing with it destruction and despair. The villagers banded together to rebuild their homes and their lives, but it seemed like an insurmountable task. Just when they were ready to give up hope, the stranger came forward with a plan to save the village. 5. Through his leadership and ingenuity, the stranger coordinated the villagers' efforts and led them to safety. The village was saved, and the people rejoiced in their newfound resilience and unity. They realized that it was the stranger's generosity that had brought them together and helped them overcome adversity. In the aftermath of the storm, the stranger revealed his true identity. He was a wise sage who had been sent to the village to test the people's capacity for compassion and generosity. He praised Maya for her unwavering kindness and selflessness, and he bestowed upon her a gift that would change her life forever. Part 7. The sage handed Maya a small, shimmering crystal that glowed with a warm light. He explained that the crystal was a symbol of her pure heart and generous spirit, and that as long as she kept it close, she would always be guided by love and kindness. Maya was overcome with emotion, feeling humbled and grateful for the sage's recognition of her deeds. Part 8. From that day on, Maya continued to spread her message of generosity and compassion throughout the village and beyond. Her story inspired others to follow in her footsteps, and soon the whole region was known for its kindness and goodwill towards one another. The village prospered, not just in material wealth, but in the richness of its people's hearts. Part 9. As Maya grew older, she reflected on her life's journey and the lessons she had learned along the way. She realized that true happiness comes not from wealth or possessions, but from the joy of giving and sharing with others. Maya understood that generosity is a gift that keeps on giving, creating a ripple effect of kindness that touches everyone it encounters. Part 10. In the end, Maya's legacy lived on in the hearts of all who had known her. Her story became a beacon of light for those seeking inspiration and hope in a world often filled with darkness. And so, the village in the mountains continued to thrive, guided by the timeless wisdom of one young girl whose generosity had changed their lives forever.